Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Morrell. Welcome to the Man Cave where we keep the party going. Today's topic is so simple. This is not for hate. This is not for congratulations. This is just to simply show that y'all messed up. Can't call it what it is. I want to send a shout out to all of the women, to whatever degree, who turned me down. Thank you. Because without y'all turning me down, who knows where I'd be at right now? With that being said, though, you guys also taught me a good lesson. Maybe I need to talk more confidently. Maybe I need to earn more money. Maybe I need to be more chivalrous. Maybe I need to be a lot of things. But without you all, I wouldn't be where I am today. In my opinion, from a man's point of view, you need to get rejected by a lot of women. For women, that's a foreign concept. Like, nah, men always accept me. From a man's point of view, we need to learn on the fly. And being turned down by women is kind of like, whatever. Oh my God, she turned me down and they cried and never talked to any more women. Shoot your shot. That's why they call it shooting your shot. Sometimes you win, the most of the time you're going to lose. Believe it or not, some of the most successful matchmakers or pickup artists only are successful with about 10% of the women they talk to. Think about that for a second. Some of the most people who sell these courses and how to get women and so forth, they're only successful with about 10% of the women. What does that say? If a man talked to 100 women, only about 10 of them might give the phone number. The keyword is might give the phone number. The success rate for men is very low, but from a woman hearing this, they see maybe a Chris Brown, maybe a Brad Pitt, maybe a Kevin Hart, maybe an Usher, maybe a Post Malone, and the list goes on for men. Oh, all of the men have all this access to women. No, they don't. To include them, make that very clear. But I'm also not Flavor Flav ugly. I'm in the middle somewhere. Hopefully more toward the Denzel side. But hey, that's for you to determine. It is what it is. But yes, men need to get rejected by women. We need this. Like, it builds our character. Damn, she said your car ain't good enough. Now you get your money up, you get you a new car. She might say, you know what? I got a relationship right now. Knowing she's single, knowing she's going to go home to that pillow by herself. But you know what? Take it on the chin. It just ain't your time. But if the man, like myself, does the work, over time, he becomes in his 40s, it's a whole new ball game. Now, the difference between men and women is men we can date above our age and beneath our age. I'm not here to bash any women at all. I'm shouting out all the women who turned me down. Hey, how you doing? My name's Morrell. That approach didn't work for the majority of women. Hey, what's up, shorty? How you doing? That didn't work for a lot of women. Maybe you might do it online. Post a photo and a small brief description. You might get a hit back, but the majority of the time, they be rejecting you. I hear now, that's what I hear now. I haven't had the experience myself that women are now giving out Instagrams and not phone numbers. That's crazy to me. Let me bring it back to the 1900s and how it used to be. It used to be where you had to see a woman from a distance and be like, yo. And if you're lucky enough, she'll turn around and you go run to her or walk real fast, whatever you may have done. And for some reason, all the men, well, I can't say all, let me rephrase, a lot of men always had an ink pen on them. Hey, what's your name? Oh, my name is Rebecca, Janet, whatever her name is irrelevant. And what you would have to do is get her phone number on the spot. Say, hey, what's your name? My name is Janet Rebecca. Oh, what's your phone number? Some men who were pickup artists back in the 1900s had a pen and a piece of paper on them at all time. I wasn't as fortunate. I was a late bloomer to the game. So I might just had an ink pen. So what you need to do is find a woman, attract her, talk to her like, hey, what's your phone number? And if you had an ink pen, write the phone number on your hand. What's your number? 283 4987. So you got it on your hand. Oh, snap. I got Rebecca Janet's phone number. Okay, cool. He says, all right, bye, I gotta go. Cool. Now, hopefully your hands ain't sweaty and you go damn near run home. Let's say you got her phone number at, let's say, 4 o'clock p.m. You run home at 6 o'clock p.m. Okay, cool. Now, if your hands are not sweaty, that phone number is still 283-4987. So you call it. Do, 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 do. Hey, might speak to Rebecca, Janet, whatever her name is, so forth, so on. Now, here's the bad part about dating back in the day. Her dad might answer the phone. Her mama might answer the phone. Her grandmother might answer the phone. You're like, oh, snap. I got to figure out a way to talk to this girl who just gave me her phone number, but I got to run interference. This is why, in my opinion, dating back in the past was way better than it is now, because now you have access to the woman, which is cool. But at the same time, though, it taught you how to roadblock through different things. So you talk to her on the phone, so forth, so on. You might go on a date, whatever it may have been, so forth, so on. Cool. But the difference between 2025 and back in the 1900s is you have to have a phone number, and God forbid your hand was sweaty. Also, back in the day, we used to remember telephone numbers. Like right now, I'm giving everybody a homework assignment. Go to your cell phone and put it down and write on a piece of paper how many numbers of people that you know that you can write down off the top of your head. Me personally, I know my home address, my home number for my house back in New Orleans where my family lives. That's it. Ain't that a shame? Because everybody uses these cell phones like it's everything. But back in the day, we used to go to our memory to remember like 10,000 phone numbers. But right now, we don't really know too much at all. But going back to the subject at hand, shouting out all the women who turned me down. If every woman who would have said yes to me, I wouldn't be here today because I'd have been broke. I would have been led astray. I would have never became on my purpose, because I'm not going to say women deter you, because they really don't. Actually, with the right woman, they can build you up. So I'll make that very clear. I'm not here to be mad about women. I just want to give them a shout out because there is the carpenter, and then there's the wood. I might give up the wood, but I can always, as a carpenter, I can always make more wood. And what I'm saying is, long term, all of those women who came into my life and said no, I just kept on being a carpenter. I kept on building. I kept on building. I kept on building. And you know what? Here I am today. So many men get deterred by the first no. So many men also in high school was their peak. For example, they might have been the prom king. This is not from personal experience. This is an in general conversation. They might have been the prom king. They might have been most likely to succeed. And from a man's point of view, they met the wrong woman who totally destroyed everything they got going on. So now they're in their 40s like myself, and things ain't going too good. Now, don't get me wrong. I done had some bad moments in my life coming from women, but nothing enough to destroy me, because I'm a carpenter. I can always make wood. And once, as a man, you find out real fast you can always make wood, you want to definitely appreciate all of the women who turned you down. Like, damn, she was attractive. She was successful. She helped me build up. But for whatever reason, during that time span in your life, she wasn't the right one for you. But if you pay attention to what she was telling you, she gave you constructive criticism. She said, you know what? You need to work on this. You need to work on that. Now, as a 40-something-year-old person, you get to look back. I don't do it personally because I got better things to do, but just as an example, if you would have happened to see one of your ex-girlfriends or maybe one of the girls who turned you down, how are they doing right now? Are they the carpenter too? Or are they the wood trying to find a carpenter to take care of their lifestyle? That's the question of the year. Life is a marathon and it's not a sprint. Unfortunately, too many people are trying to sprint, getting fast results right now. I'm a marathon runner. I might lose today. It's kind of like the was it the tortoise and the hare? Man, that freaking rabbit was freaking flying. Oh, but guess what it did? Throughout the history of that story, it took some rest. It was like, oh, you know what? That turtle is so far back there. I'm gonna take a nap. That turtle's so far back there. I'm gonna go play some video games. I'm gonna go hang out. I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna do something else. But me as a turtle, I kept on saying, you know what? I know this didn't work out. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on going and keep on going. And on behold, your boy is right here. I'm talking that stuff. Why? Because I can. Am I the most successful person of all time? Absolutely not. I'm average. Let's make that very clear. But the most important part is I'm happy. I got a lady in my life. You'll never see her online. And I'm good. Got my own crib. Thank you, ladies. I can't say it enough. Thank you for turning me down back in the day. I wouldn't be here without y'all. I just wouldn't be. The men who are watching this are kind of like, it sounds funny. I'm going to talk about the successful men now. They're kind of like, you know what? I feel where you're coming from. They'll never say it out loud because they have jobs. They might have a girlfriend. They might have a wife. I put a lot of crazy posts on Facebook. And a lot of guys agree with me, but due to their job, maybe their girl, they can't agree with me online. But in the back of their head, trust me, we didn't have some offline conversations. They're like, yo, I know where you're coming from. I feel you on that one. But the women are like, oh, what he's saying is disgusting. No, what I'm saying is the truth. And the truth is, thank you to every woman who ever said no to me. Thank you. Truly, thank you. I don't want this video to go viral. I don't want any views on this video. I could care less. I'm getting this off my chest right now because y'all are the greatest human beings of all time. Because you said no to me and you were with Randy, and now Randy turned out to be a turd. You had it right here. You had the golden ticket. You're like, you know what? I think every time, I don't even think, I know, now it's not what every man, to make this real clear, but I know that when a woman rejects a man, she's saying, she's betting on, I can do better. Now in her 20s, she might say, Randy, Jonathan, Joseph, whatever the name might be, for whatever reason, in my 20s, I'm going to dump you because I think I can do better. And as a man, you got to accept that. You know what? I get it. Cool. No harm, no foul. In your 30s, hey, Ralph, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, I can do better. Okay, cool. Now we're in our 40s. And the magical saying is, I'm waiting for him to find me. He already found you, but you turned him down. Am I lying? I'll say it again. Women in their 40s is like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for him to find me. He found you 2 or 3 times, but for whatever reason, at that part of your life, you was betting I can do better. And there's nothing wrong with your decision. Just understand, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike are probably doing pretty good right now. And guess who you left with? Tony. So thank you, ladies, for everybody who turned me down. Because man, your boy is up. Your boy's happy. I the enthusiasm is oohing from my spirit right now. And a lot of men are watching this video and they're laughing, but they're next to their girl, so they're saying too much, but they're laughing on the inside like, yo, this dude's hilarious. I can't believe he said that. I'm saying what most men want to say. That's it. There's no character. This is my true, authentic feelings. I'm not doing this for views. I ain't trying to go viral. I'm just saying what most men who are successful, to whatever degree success is, want to say out loud. I'm just saying it for them. My man, congratulations. You wouldn't be here if every woman accepted your shout out. That's it. I ain't got nothing much more to say. Like, subscribe, comment to the video. Am I wrong for shouting out the people who shouted me down? I don't think I am. at the end of the day, the life is a marathon and it's not a sprint. With that being said, keep the party going.